where in 1966 there were local film scenes in Blow Up, Elfie, Georgie Girl, Jemima and Johnny, and Morgan, A Suitable Case for Treatment.
I just bought that.
I was Lord Kitchener's valet boutique at 293 Portobello Road. Was visited by Rolling Stones, Beatles, Beach Boys and Cream. Cat Steve's Portobello Road song was released. The London Free School featured the first carnival procession. Pink Floyd in All Saints Church Hall, and also Destructive Art on the Westway site. International Times and Oz were founded. Nancy Sinatra was photographed in Palace Square. Twiggy on Kensington Park Road, and Jane Ashley in Portobello Market. Muhammad Ali visited Tavistock Crescent, around the corner, and the England team went along Ladbroke Grove with the World Cup. In Blow Up, David Hemmings photographs Vanessa Redgrave, Verushka and Co. at Johnny Cowan's studio on Prince's Place off Princedale Road. It's music, the Portobello Pop Market opened for business in 1966 with Cat Stevens, now Yusuf Islam's Portobello Road song, the B-side of his debut single, I Love My Dog. Let's go through the lyric, which was playing probably maybe a few times earlier, but in which he's getting hung up all day on smiles, walking down Portobello Road for miles, greeting strangers in Indian boots, yellow ties and old brown suits, growing old's my only danger, cuckoo clocks and plastic socks, lampshades of old antique leather, nothing looks weird, not even a beard, or the boots made out of feathers. I'll keep walking miles till I feel a broom beneath my feet, or the hawking eyes of an old stuffed bull across the street. Nothing's the same if you see it again, it'll be broken down to litter. Oh, and the clothes, everyone knows that dress will never fit. The I Love My Dog Portobello single was the first release on Decca's progressive rock label Duran. It reached number 28, spent 7 weeks in the charts. That was in later 66, like in the autumn. Rob Finnis has cited Portobello Road as one of the few songs to capture unaffectedly the essence of London in the so-called swinging 60s. Portobello Road's most famous number was 293, which hosted I Was Lord Kitchener's Valet, London's first second-hand boutique specialising in kinky period and military gear. The sign featured a drawing of Lord Kitchener's picture from his iconic World War I recruitment poster. The venture was founded by John Paul and Ian Fisk as a stall in the antiques market. The actual shop opened in February 1966, north of the railway line and the site of the Westway. In Richard Lester's Boutique London, it's described as a dark and dense space combining 19th century military jackets, fur coats and Victorian junk into one huge nostalgic mix. 293 became renowned a few months after it opened, shortly after it opened, following a visit by Mick Jagger and John Lennon. And this photo dated on May 21st. Jagger and Lennon were photographed walking down Portobello Road with Chrissy Shrimpton and Sophia Lennon, and captures it after a party. And the shop assistant, Robert Orbach, recalls them appearing at Lord Kitchener's Valet, possibly later on this occasion. And he says, I'm sitting there one morning and in walked John Lennon, Mick Jagger and Cynthia Lennon. And I didn't know whether I was hallucinating, but it was real. And Mick Jagger proceeded to buy a red Grenadier Guards drummer's jacket, sitting here, and wore it on May 27th, 1966, when the Rolling Stones performed the #1 hit, Paint It Black, on Ready Steady Go, thus instigating in the 60s military jacket fashion trend. Robert Orbach recalls the next morning there was a line of about 100 people wanting to buy this tunic, the full version of it, and we sold everything in the shop by lunchtime.
People in England still speak of the 1966 World Cup as if it was some historical event on par with 1066. It was certainly an interesting time for me. On Sunday the 31st of July, the day after the World Cup, my mate Alan and I drove up to Berkshire and the Royal Windsor Racecourse, and the last day of the 6th Windsor Jazz and Blues Festival headlined by Cream. Alan and I had become Clapton fans after seeing him at the Marquee with John Mayall, and we later drove around to see more Cream gigs in his new old minivan. The 6th Windsor Jazz and Blues Festival would also feature the Small Faces, Chris Barber, The Who, the Yardbirds, The Move, Ernestine Anderson, The Action, Tubby Hayes, and Bluesology, featuring Reg Dwight, some guy from up in Harrow way if anyone recognises the name, among many others. This festival is now looked upon as the crossover point between the jazz and blues fests of the late 50s and early 60s and the later pop festivals like Bath and Glastonbury, and a year or so away from the first hippies. At Windsor, Alan and I were wearing new short suede jackets. Mine was pale grey, his tan, and the jackets incited a gang of little pseudo-moddy boys to approach us with, "Give us your jackets." It was a thing little suburban moddies did. We stared them down, which was easy and amusing. We spent the afternoon and evening digging Georgie Fame, not as exciting to see as he had been at the hyper-sweaty Flamingo, and the Alan Bound set with Jess Roden on vocals, who impressed a lot. There were others who've melted away on lots of brain cells, but mainly because our patience grew thin waiting for the Cream. When they came on, it was drizzling rain. Eric wore a gold lame jacket and asked if they were loud enough, to which some wag yelled, "No, you, louder."
No room for losers here. The winners took it all. Penny in the middle is playing the fiddle. The dish ran away with the spoon. The dish ran away with the spoon. It's so cruel. Casino blue. It's so cruel. Casino blue. The ground is too close for comfort. The pavements have no gold. Old Father Time is talking it right. The dish ran away with the spoon. Oh, the dish ran away with the spoon. It's so cruel. Casino blue. It's so cruel. Casino blue. It's so cruel. Casino blue. It's so cruel. The ground is too close for comfort. Sometimes it's like no ground at all. There's no room to fall, no room at all. Did you ever feel small? Did you ever